Ever pondered the extensive reach of piracy in the video game market? It's a tale as old as the industry itself. Today we delve into the intricate web of video game piracy, tracing its roots from the dawn of gaming to the present day. The origins of video game piracy can be traced back to the late 70s and early 80s, with the birth of home computers. As games began to be distributed on cassette tapes and floppy disks, so too did the first instances of piracy. It was as simple as copying a tape or disc and passing it to a friend. This was the age of Pac-Man, Space Invaders, and Donkey Kong, and while these games were immensely popular, they were also widely pirated. As technology advanced, so did the methods of piracy. With the advent of the World Wide Web in the 90s, online piracy took off. Games were now being shared on internet forums, downloaded from shady websites, and even sold on street corners. This was the era of Doom, Diablo, and Duke Nukem, games that were as notorious for their popularity as they were for their piracy rates. Fast forward to the early 2000s and the dawn of the console age. Systems like the PlayStation 2 and Xbox were targets for pirates who would modify the consoles to play pirated games. This era brought forth new challenges and controversies in the world of game piracy. In recent years, the landscape of game piracy has changed dramatically. With the rise of digital distribution, games are often tied to specific accounts, making traditional forms of piracy more difficult. However, pirates have found new ways to crack games and share them online. Nowadays, game piracy is a hot topic with the Nintendo Switch. A new flashcard for the Nintendo Switch has emerged, a dumping tool for original Switch cards, which has caused quite a stir in the gaming community. This flashcard has its pros and cons. On one hand, it allows for the preservation of games, a key concern in the gaming community. On the other, it opens the door for widespread piracy. In summary, the history of video game piracy is a complex one, evolving alongside the gaming industry itself. From the early days of copying cassette tapes and floppy disks, to the modern era of digital distribution and flashcards for consoles like the Nintendo Switch, piracy has always been a part of the gaming landscape. It's clear that as technology continues to progress, so too will the methods of piracy. The gaming industry and its consumers will need to continue navigating this complex issue, balancing the desire for accessibility and preservation with the need to support developers and maintain the integrity of the gaming market. Remember, the future of gaming depends on the choices we make today. Will we support the industry that brings us so much joy, or will we undermine it through piracy? As we look ahead, these are the questions we must ask ourselves.